Juca Pirama is a celebrated narrative poem by Gonçalves Dias, one of the most influential figures in Brazilian Romantic literature. Written in 1851, the poem is part of the Indianist tradition, a literary movement that sought to valorize Brazil's indigenous heritage by romanticizing the lives and customs of native peoples. The title translates to, "He Who Must Die," in Tupi, reflecting the poem's central theme of honor, sacrifice, and the tension between individual desires and communal obligations. The poem is structured as a narrative epic, divided into 10 cantos. It tells the story of a young Tupi warrior who is captured by a rival tribe, the Timbira, and sentenced to be sacrificed in a ritualistic cannibalistic feast. The Timbira, adhering to their customs, demand that their victim face death bravely, as a true warrior. This setting provides the backdrop for exploring themes of bravery, familial duty, and the clash between personal emotions and societal expectations. The young warrior's initial response to his capture exemplifies the stoic courage expected of him. He accepts his fate with dignity, asserting his readiness to die for the honor of his people. However, when he is permitted a final moment to speak, the warrior reveals his deep love and concern for his blind, elderly father, who depends on him for survival. Overcome with emotion, he pleads for his life, not out of fear of death but out of devotion to his familial duties. This unexpected display of vulnerability and emotion shocks the Timbira. They view his plea as cowardice and unworthy of a warrior, breaking their code of honor. They release him, believing he has dishonored himself and his people. The young warrior returns to his father, only to be met with disappointment and anger. His father, a figure of moral authority, condemns his son's perceived weakness, accusing him of shaming their lineage and the Tupi tradition of valor. Determined to redeem himself, the warrior returns to the Timbira, demanding to face death again. This act of defiance and courage restores his honor in the eyes of his father, the Timbira, and his own conscience. The Timbira, impressed by his bravery, choose to release him once more, recognizing the nobility of his character. The poem concludes with the warrior and his father reconciled, symbolizing the restoration of personal and communal harmony. A central theme of Juca Pirama is the conflict between individual emotions and societal expectations. The young warrior's struggle illustrates the tension between his personal love for his father and the communal demand for stoic courage. This duality reflects the romantic fascination with the complexity of human emotions and the moral dilemmas faced by individuals in a rigid social framework. Honor is another key theme in the poem. For the Tupi and Timbira cultures depicted in the poem, honor is paramount, even more valuable than life itself. The warrior's journey is not just physical but also moral and emotional, as he strives to reconcile his love for his father with the cultural imperative to die bravely. His ultimate redemption lies in his willingness to face death, not out of obligation but out of a deep understanding of what it means to be honorable. The poem also celebrates the cultural heritage of Brazil's indigenous peoples, portraying their customs, beliefs, and values with respect and admiration. Gonçalves Dias romanticizes the Tupi and Timbira as noble and dignified, embodying virtues like courage, loyalty, and selflessness. However, this idealized portrayal is shaped by the romantic imagination, rather than an ethnographically accurate depiction of indigenous life. Stylistically, Juca Pirama is marked by its vivid imagery, dramatic narrative, and lyrical beauty. Gonçalves Dias employs a rhythmic and musical quality in his verses, reflecting the oral traditions of indigenous storytelling. The use of dialogue and emotional monologues enhances the dramatic tension, drawing readers into the psychological and moral struggles of the characters. Juca Pirama is a powerful exploration of honor, duty, and human emotion, set against the backdrop of Brazil's indigenous heritage. Through its compelling narrative and richly layered themes, The poem captures the essence of Romanticism while celebrating the cultural identity of Brazil. Gonçalves Dias's work continues to resonate as a testament to the complexities of human nature and the enduring values of courage and love.